Thank you very, very much. Please be seated. If I start, the protocol with our dear father, elderly Tanko Yakasai, with your age over 100, you are here some years back, and you are one of the great minds that started the endorsement of a one Lagos boy, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And for you, being here tonight touches the soul of every one of us here. Thank you for being here. May God bless you. The Senate President, the Speaker, House of Representatives, executive governors of our great party, all of you served as returning officers, the national chairman of our great party. Maybe one day you will take me to that village of yours in Plateau State. Members of the National Working Committee of our party. Members of the Executive Council. Former APC National Chairman, present members of National and State Assemblies, members of State Working Committees. Let me, at this stage again, pay a special attention to my friend and his team, Senator Pius Ayim Pius, and another brother, Aminu Masari, with Abu Ibrahim, and many of you there. The journey of those years that will come a long way to celebrate today is still very fresh in my mind. Thank you for your consistency, dear friends. The APC flag bearers of various elective primaries, delegates and members of great party, and people from diaspora, the second presidential aspirant, Stanley Osivo, well, congratulations for being a good sportsman. At least you earn your money. Representative of INEC, if they are here, members of diplomatic corps, other observers, members of the press, to my darling wife, ladies and gentlemen, Today we celebrate another proud moment in our democratic journey. A history not defined by any individual, but by our collective resolve to build a stable, prosperous, and just nation. 4 years ago, I stood before you as an aspirant to the highest office in our country, seeking your mandate alongside many distinguished compatriots and fellow aspirants, driven by conviction and patriotism. I recall with gratitude to Almighty Allah and all of you, how I sat that night at Eagle Square beside my friend and ally and a compatriot then, and my predecessor, President Muhammad Buhari, of blessed memory. With your support, I emerged our party's candidate. A month later, I became the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It was a night full of anxiety, uncertainty. So many of you, some of you, particularly some of the governors, were aspirants, already elected and looking forward for re-election. Many today have changed and transited to become candidates of senatorial districts in various constituencies. And Professor Zulum was one of the supporting agents. At this stage, I must salute my Wasiri, Ibrahim Masari, Mejama. Today, I return as your incumbent president, humbled by your enduring support, encouraged by your continued confidence, and imbued with renewed passion for the task ahead. It was tough then, when we formed this party. It was Muhammadu Buhari of blessed memory and people like Al-Makura was the only candidate of the CPC governor standing. We discussed all those nights. In the year 2022, I won around to chart a new course, a new direction of our party and our nation. Today, our task is to affirm that continuity, which is essential. To consolidate the reform, to work harder for prosperity, to bring that hope home to our people, and work harder to ensure Nigeria's prosperity that we long expected is here with us. I accept with profound humility and profound gratitude the nomination of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, to stand again as your presidential candidate in the 2027 election. I thank all the party leadership. I was glued to the television screen after participating in my own ward yesterday, watching the process. I saw what you did. I saw the rally in Kano. I saw the mammoth crowd in Kaduna. I saw the turnout. I saw the city boy walking the street of Calabar. It was a very good feeling to see there was no bloodshed, no rancor. This is politics in earnest. This is how we want Nigeria. United, happy, facing one direction of hope, prosperity, and joy. It is our time to dream and work hard. I thank the leadership, the national chairman, your committee, the entire members of the electoral process committee, the steadfast support and sacrifices of Nigerians across the country. I salute all of you. From all walks of life, you've given me the encouragement. Sometimes it is difficult, and I share the pain with you. I know what it is to reform this economy that was in tatters. If you lost sleep, I lost some too. If you have lost weight, I think I've lost some too. But I've always remembered one thing, that year 2022, I asked for this job, and you all supported me, and I got it. So I must do it. Since that night, a lot has changed. The political landscape has evolved. Electoral reform has strengthened the credibility of our democratic process. Voting patterns and expectations are shifting. Thank you, all of you. You changed the landscape. Looking at the figure that you return. Where's my certificate? But let me get back to the thought process. You didn't put the number. Here is it. I thank you very much. Our economy has undergone significant structural reform, supported by new tax laws and fiscal policies that have boosted revenue collection for the Federation. We promise to remove financial barriers to higher education for our youth. Yes, we have established the Nigerian Education Loan Fund with over 282 billion disbursed and over 1.5 million beneficiaries in school. We promise an improved power supply and end to estimated billing. In the past 3 years, we have closed the metering gap by supplying 2.5 million meters via Presidential Metering Initiative. We have established a 4 trillion bond program to settle verified legacy debt owed to Gencos and gas companies. Under our administration, power generation sometimes peak at 6,000, 50% higher than we had inherited. But we are not there yet until we have uninterrupted 24 hours rest electricity. We move away from wasteful subsidy, corrupt invested, rent-seeking approach to businesses, unstable exchange rate, and weak infrastructure. Today, we are witnessing a great turnaround. The Naira is strengthening, foreign reserves are rising, and our economic outlook is positive, despite the inflationary disruption caused by war in Iran and geographical crisis in Middle East. We have strengthened macroeconomic stability through improved revenue. In performance is high, financial management and a better fiscal coordination is ensuring. We have prioritized infrastructure across street transportation, power, digital economic connectivities, housing, and irrigation as engine for inclusive growth. We are building concrete, durable roads and superhighways along the coast. And you've seen the documentary on Sokoto-Badagry Road. We expect that road to last over 100 years. By improving our airports and seaports, after decades of neglect, we have reformed the oil and gas sector, and we are attracting billions of dollars in fresh investment in a sector that was almost comatose. Our social investment and human capital program targets vulnerable households, youth, women, and small businesses. At this stage, I must pause to thank my darling wife, standing beside me, for her efforts in supporting the program of this government, rekindling, renewing, and working seriously to help the vulnerable and the infant. In addition, we are reclaiming our national values and ethos anchored on unity and unbroken bond of togetherness. While our funding and now revived national anthem recognizes our diversity, it reminds us of the work we need to do to forge a stronger and a more perfect union. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. As Nigerians, we must continue to stand together for our country against all forces that seek to divide us. They will try, but we must be firm, be together, be our brother's keeper. Yet, challenges remain. Many Nigerians still struggle with rising costs and economic adjustment. We do not dismiss these concerns. We understand them and govern not in comfort, but in reality, with honesty and action. It might be tedious, hard, what else? We are not made for easy roads. We want to bequeath prosperity and a better life to our children yet unborn. We are paying the price now, laying the foundation. I must also acknowledge the security challenges still confronting all in many parts of our beloved nation. I assure you that I take seriously the responsibility to safeguarding the lives and property of every Nigerian. Our government has intensified efforts to strengthen our security architecture, support our brave armed forces and the police, and forge stronger partnership with local communities. We will win the battle against banditry. We will not rest until we restore peace, stability to every corner of our country. Our resolve is unwavering. Our goal is clear. A Nigeria where every citizen can live, work, and aspire without fear. As leaders and members of this great party, we should all be proud of what we have achieved for our country since our party took over governance in 2015. And of the outstanding economic progress we have recorded in the last 3 years of my administration. However, the work we began is unfinished. In accepting this nomination, I renew my commitment to serve our nation with even greater determination. With another 4 years of disciplined focus on national cooperation, we will firmly place Nigeria on an irreversible path of economic expansion, industrialization, energy security, infrastructural development, food sovereignty, and democratic consolidation. Our mission remains clear: to build a Nigeria where every life, including property, is secure, where enterprises thrive, where workers earn with dignity, where young people find opportunity, and where farmers prosper, and where every Nigerian, regardless of background, can dream big and succeed well. To those who may disagree with us politically, we extend a hand of partnership in nation building. You might be angry with our party. We don't have to agree. To those who differ with our philosophy, we offer a dialogue and engagement, not anger. Confident that the sincerity of our purpose and the result of our work will speak for themselves. Democracy is sustained not by uniformity. We don't have to agree, but by diversity, by a shared belief in the nation and the blending of ideas. I hold you no grudge, including Osifo will spend his money. Let us come together as Nigerians, from north to south, east to west, to consolidate our gains, tackle our challenges, and seize the promise of a greater tomorrow. The task ahead requires patriotism and collective effort. This next election must not merely be a contest of parties of ideas, but a reaffirmation of Nigerian democratic maturity. Thank you, APC. You've demonstrated that maturity. And as a government, we have taken giant steps. Don't let us give into complacency by allowing politicians with no clear alternative vision to take our country backwards. We no go green. With faith, confidence in our people, and hope in our future, I accept this nomination with a renewed resolve to serve our people. I thank all our party members for bestowing on me the honor of being a torchbearer and candidate in January 2027 election. The journey so far is being challenging, but your support has been encouraging. There's no doubt about that. Kashim Shetima, thank you very much. Together, and with the help of God Almighty, we shall build a more secure, united and prosperous Nigeria for generations to come. I pledge to build an even more inclusive government, one that listens, a government that learns and leads with the best interests of Nigeria at heart. May our democracy continue to flourish. May God bless the All Progressive Congress. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.